More!
Lunch break!
Look who we have here!
This is Ashley. She's an assistant producer here at Wonfu Productions. You might recognize her from ISA TV, but she helps us out here now.
She belongs to us.
As an assistant producer here, my job is to come up with ideas for episodes for the second channel. A lot of first ideas, and then I also assist with the first channel things, helping Christine on production end, but it's been fun.
What's for lunch?
Yeah, Korean food!
Yes. And we have fish.
Yay!
Yay! This is a lot of fish.
I got bulgogi bibimbap.
I got kimchi sundubu.
Looks good.
It does. Do you want a bite?
Maybe later. And then you got something.
You got salad with rice.
You got bibimbap.
I got some bulgogi.
So, Ashley, what's up?
What is new, girlfriend?
I'm actually in the middle of a move, so a little stressed out.
Are you living by yourself?
No, finding a roommate is such a struggle, but I finally found friends to live with. But they're 3 guys. You know, they're really good friends.
Me too.
So I think it should be fine.
Oh, they're really good friends.
They're really good friends.
What?
They're really good friends.
I can't have really good friends.
No, you
Guy
can't.
friends?
I have majority of my friends are guys.
How do you know, though?
Have any of those guys come out and said that they have feelings for you?
No.
Not yet.
Not yet, exactly.
No, they're just your guy best friends.
I think individuals can be oblivious sometimes, and in a lot of those cases, it tends to be a girl with a lot of guy friends that doesn't realize a lot of those guys are into her.
Why do you say that? As is it different if a guy has a bunch of close girlfriends?
Yeah.
In this society, girls are usually pursued.
Okay.
Can we agree to that?
Yes.
Sure.
I'm not saying that's right or wrong, or that's
It's just
Fact.
kind of what it is.
because of that they have to be more on guard.
Okay, I feel like what you're saying, my interpretation of what you're saying.
Let him finish, Christine. Wes is talking.
Okay. Ooh. Go ahead.
I didn't take a bite yet.
What do you want? Do you want to answer?
Want a bite or you want to
Do
finish your
wanna
thoughts?
I think what Wes is trying to say is that when a guy approaches a girl, it can start with friends, or they're always open to the idea that it could be something more. And so that's always gonna be in their head, at least in every relationship with the girl I've had. But I'm not saying I'm pursuing that girl.
Whenever you meet someone new, girls kind of have that open-ended thing too, where you're open to it turning into something more, or at least you question if it is more than what it actually is. Yeah, it's a potential. I feel like every friendship kind of ventures there, and then either you're good enough friends to get over that if it's not a thing, or you are good friends and then it makes you even closer because now you don't have to worry about leading them on or your actions or what you say. So I think it's kind of both ways.
If you had a lot of guy friends and when one of them says, I like you, I think we're saying you shouldn't be surprised.
Exactly that.
So as guys, how would you want a girl to approach the situation? I kind of pick up on you might have feelings for
Right.
me, but I don't want
You're
to
not gonna
be
assume.
super presumptuous and say, Wes, I kind of I know how you feel and it's not like that with us. Or would you rather me not say anything and continue to be proactive about trying not to lead you on? And then
No, I mean, it's not on you, it's on the guy too.
It's on the guy.
Yeah, because the guy's gonna interpret it however he wants to, pretty much. You look for signs when you are into someone.
Yeah.
How would you want
Yeah,
that
how would
whole
this
thing
go
to play
down?
out in an ideal world?
This is what's gonna happen. The guy will get this pent up emotion, some random moment in while you're hanging out, he'll let it out because he's just holding back for so long. So he confesses, right? Girl then is surprised because it's well, this is out of the blue. We're at my mom's dinner. Why are you telling me right now? And you're I don't feel the same way, but I don't want this to hinder our friendship, and I don't know how to feel about this. And the guy feels betrayed all the time for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
why?
know why?
Why?
No,
do-
I know why. It's male privilege.
To what?
That's why you guys feel betrayed. Why should you feel betrayed at all when in fact the friendship is based on mutual
I think it's
friendship?
just because it wasn't based on mutual friendship for him, right? For
that
him.
Yeah, but he never voiced that.
Exactly,
so it's
exactly. He hasn't voiced that's his fault. I think it's
Yeah.
all his fault. But for him, he laid it all on the line, and he's had all this extreme attachment for a long time. For him, it's always been more than friends. And then at this one moment, she just it's almost a split second, and it was never a reality. That was all for nothing. and so they feel betrayed.
Well, okay, see that in itself is like all for nothing when this entire time the masquerade has been, no, we're purely friends.
I know, yeah, for her.
No, for him.
It sucks for the girl because she's like, I just want to be your friend, and then
Well, because
I get it. So I know what you're saying.
Well, I think to be honest, I think girls put guys into two separate like ladders. You know?
Yeah.
Like friends or potential. And then for me personally, there's a window of opportunity, and the window gets smaller, or it starts closing as time passes by. If you liked me, in my mind, I'd be like, you would start making the moves to pursue a relationship in that manner. But then if you continue to be my friend, I see you as a friend.
Yeah.
So you start friend zoning yourself.
A guy could argue, well, I don't want to like jump into this. I want to make this a smart choice. I want to get to know you as a person before pursuing, which is fair, I think.
Which I think is a lot of guys' mentality. Sometimes I feel like those, like how you perceive other people is actually a mutual thing. So like you see them as a friend because you're assumed that they see you as a friend.
Exactly.
But once someone reveals that that's not the case for them, the game has changed.
Right, but you guys changed it.
Exactly. So it's on the guy.
It's on the guy. But then that's where it's hard, because at that time when you reveal your friendship, the girl's still under the presumption that like we're friends, right? I thought this entire time we were just friends.
Yeah.
Right? Like I think some guys try to cover their bases a little too much, and they're like, oh no, we're just purely friends. We're like, I would never be interested. I'm not attracted. Or if guys talk about other girls that they're interested in front of that girl's gonna be like, well, you're not. Yeah, if you're interested in me, you wouldn't be talking about how attracted another girl is.
Not interested. Check.
I think guys are very simple. A guy will not talk to a girl consistently and want to hang out and stuff unless there are some feelings involved.
Oh, dude, if he's trying to hang out with you one-on-one, that's a sign. Dude.
Yeah. Actually, if he's trying to hang out with you one-on-one and you guys aren't like long-time friends,
if you have to say, can I bring my friend, and they're like, oh yeah, okay, they're not okay.
Well, then what's the whole like? He wants to get to know you.
He wants to get to know you because he's slightly into you.
Yeah.
So what I've always been curious about is, do guys vocalize their feelings because they feel like it's pent up and they have to get it out, and like, girl, you have to know? Or is it because they honestly, legitimately feel like this is a two-way thing, this is reciprocated, and I'm just gonna come on and tell you? To me, like, your friendship is important to me, and then you're putting everything out on the line knowing that it's not reciprocated, nothing's gonna come of it, but
they don't know.
You have to have some kind of inkling of, there's like a 30%, like 70% chance it might work.
And a guy's not gonna admit it if he knows that it's not reciprocated.
Yeah.
You can't say like, the guy's gotta know that. No, the guy doesn't know because you're hanging out with him as a friend, and he doesn't know how to interpret that.
That you're driven by hope, and like the idea that they could be with you kind of overpowers any like hint that they can't be with you.
They're seeing everything through a different filter.
Guys hitting on you and you tell them no, and they think, ha, challenge accepted.
I don't do that.
Dude, I feel so bad for girls.
Just get a boyfriend.
Oh, because that's the answer to everything. It's like a test, right? If he's willing to keep going.
If he's willing to go the
Guys,
extra mile.
it's not always a test. Sometimes it's thank you, but no.
But I'm saying like
some girls have.
No, when I hear.
Yeah, some girls are like.
I think also there's a part of girls where it's like, you know, we watch the movies and then we think like, oh, you know, if he's that in love with me, he'll go above and beyond, you know, and he won't give up because I'm so special. And I think part of it might be true, but
I think that's bad. Like, I feel like that reinforces the idea that girls are trophies.
Like, and with the guy that was really persistent, I would purely just saw him as a friend, and at the very end, it took like 2 years, and then I was like, all right, you know, I was lonely, sure, and then it just didn't work. I really tried to have feelings for him, and then it just got really complicated because like it's just a mess, you know. But I think you just go off of your gut feeling. If you just know in the beginning that you're a friend, you know, you should listen to that.
Like girls will grow into a relationship, and guys will like go in full force, and then a lot of times, sadly, they'll like fall out of it.
Right.
Yeah, and I think like the only solution would be to have that not be a social norm where the guy has to make the first move. Yeah. Once you start like breaking that, and girls are equally pursuing guys, then you start having a balance.
So you as guys don't feel like that comes off as desperate?
I mean, that's the social norm.
Right.
I feel like I'm open-minded at this point to like not jump to those conclusions.
Do you think most guys are, or most guys?
Yeah, I think most guys are.
Oh, okay, well that's good to know. Daniel Henny, you watch out. desperate.
I'm not
Chris, don't put desperate.
So if you do have feelings as a guy or a girl, and you confess those feelings, I think the response, you shouldn't hold it against that person
No.
if they don't share the same interest.
Don't hold your friendship as hostage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my advice for guys is just when, or in girls, I totally understand if you're trying to like gauge and see if you actually do like this person or not. But as soon as you know, just make it clear so you guys are both on the same field and the same, like you understand moving forward, you know?
Cool, have a good move. All right, thanks for watching this episode of Lunch Break. It was a very heated talk, but I think helpful because we saw another perspective. Let us know in the comments if you agree with our advice. You don't have to.
And check back on the channel. We have a new lunch break every Thursday and first every Tuesday.
Yeah!
See you next week.
Subscribe!
Subscribe! Bye guys.
Break lunch.
Taste
Always.
Taste baby,
Tay baby, tay baby.
Tay baby.